Well, today I'm talking about migration. Migration is the movement of one place to another. Basically, there are two types of migration. Immigration, EM, and immigration, IM. Immigration is the movement of one country from one place to another, from one country to settle in another country. Immigration, IM, is the movement of one place to another within the same region. Today, I'm talking about the immigration of the free slaves from America to Liberia. How are they called? Americo-Liberians, or most commonly known in Liberia as the Concord people. That's how they are called. Why did they move? Dating back as far as 1800, it is mostly recorded in history that the most common practice between America and Africa was slave trade. As it is recorded, in America, there are over hundreds of slaves in America who migrated from Africa on two purposes, either by the means of forced method or by the means of purchase. As time went by, the slave became a huge number in America. Basically, there are three major rebellions that took place in America that led to lots of concerns being raised. The Carter Rebellion, the Denmark Vessel Rebellion, and the Nocturnal Rebellion. These rebellions raised a lot of alarms and eyebrows in America, and America thought it wise to make sure that getting rid of slaves at the time was important. Two basic reasons. The people were tired of being slaves. They were sick and tired of maltreatment by slave masters. They were sick and tired of being humiliated. The second important reason was because of the three major rebellions that took place in America. As previously stated, the Carter Rebellion, the Denmark Vessel Rebellion, and the Nocturnal Rebellion. How did they go? It is recorded in history that at that time, in 1821, the only means of transportation was through ship. So a ship called Nautilus took about 88 slaves from America to the coast in West Africa, today commonly known as Liberia. Do they have a vibrant community? Yes. Between 1847 to 1980, that's about 133 years, the state of Liberia was dominated by Americo-Liberians. In the political sectors, in the economic sector, 90.9% of every activity in Liberia was actually dominated by the Americo-Liberians, the free slaves who left from America to Liberia. How are their children doing in school? It is sad to note, obviously, that children from Americo-Liberian background are not amongst the brightest students in school. Reason best known, we don't even know. History cannot recall the reason for such a situation, because people of American descent should be the ones who should be able to actually comprehend as compared to the African. Based on the technology at the time, America has always been the number one over African continents. And it is sad to note again that these people do not in any way come as the brightest in the academic sector in Africa as compared to the indigenous. Are they fitting in? Yes. They fitted in long since their arrival. That's the reason why for 133 years they participated in every single activity in Liberia. That's the reason for 133 years they were the leaders in our country. For 133 years they were in the political sectors at the forefront in our country. So they fitted in for a very, very long time. How do they assimilate? Among the fact of men being indigenous, I would want to grade them on the average on a scale between 1 to 10 as 9. The reason is very simple. Currently in Liberia, the Americo-Liberians are one of the people who found themselves into very discombobulating attitude in Liberia. The ones who found it difficult to understand, the ones who found it difficult that they think they know. So on the basis of that, I would like to grade them, even though most of them have the audacity to say that yes, this is white when it seems to be white. But on a scale between 1 to 10, I will give them 9 on the basis of the assimilation. What benefits? They've helped them make Liberia the first country to gain independence in Africa and the second in the world next to Haiti. Because of this, because of them in fact, they were the ones who led. Today our capital city is called Monrovia. It's named in honor of former President of America, James Monroe. The city of Christopolis is named because of America. 90% of our things in Liberia today is because of those Americo-Liberians who migrated from here in the 1800s, the 18th century at the time, to establish a piece of land in Africa for free slaves. What benefits do we have? We've created a long-lasting relationship between America. As you can see in this picture, this is former President Jimmy Carter alongside former Liberian President William Richard Tolbert in Liberia at the time. This is former President Sam McKay alongside former American Secretary of Defense, Chancellor William Berger. So these, will they go back? They are not going back. Liberia is their home. If they're going back, where will they go? To America, even though slavery has been eliminated from the world. Not exactly, but they've established themselves into Liberia, creating that place as their home. So going back is not even an alternative. These are symbols from our country. This is our flag. If you look at this flag, the only difference between the flag of Liberia and that of the flag of America is the stars. We have copied almost everything, including our constitution, our pledge, and our national anthem, almost as exactly as America. All of these things were constituted because of the free slaves who migrated from America to Liberia. Discrimination? No. We are all one. We agree to the fact that most of them have the heritage from America. But in Africa as a whole, we do not discriminate. And in Liberia, we are no exception to that. We do not discriminate. My name is Alplato.